What's up, homies? Alright, today's video is gonna be about my tool cart. I'm gonna show you what tools you're gonna need to start off as an entry-level tech, how to organize your tools, how I keep my tool cart organized, and how it's gonna keep you more productive in the long run. The way I have it organized is the way I've had it for the past, since forever, since I started taking auto repair seriously. I bought the tool cart, I organized it this way, and I've used it this way ever since. It's gonna help you flag more if you're in flag rate. I mean, this is just gonna make you more productive overall. It doesn't matter if you're working at a mom and pop shop, if you're working at Pet Boys, if you're working at Firestone, if you're working at a dealership. It doesn't matter where you're working at. The way you have your tools organized has a lot to do with how productive you're going to be as a tech. So let's get to it. So starting at the top, this is actually one of those tool carts that opens up, okay? So it has a lid, and this lid opens up, and I'll tell you why that's good at the end of the video. So at the top, I put a magnet. I keep this over here for keeping my tools up there instead of keeping them right here, okay? Now you want to keep them up here because it's going to keep you more organized. This will even hold the pry bar. This is a strong magnet, and I got it from Snap-on. Alright, keep a magnet up there. First of all, I have my 3 adapters for my battery power tools. I have a 1/2 inch, a 3/8, and a 1/4 inch, and then I have a little pry bar. Alright, you always want to have a handy pocket screwdriver. This is what we like to call the 11th finger. I have my fuel system cleaning kit. I also got one of these mirrors. You want to get these mirrors. You want to have one of these because you're gonna drop shit and you're not gonna be able to find it, and that's gonna come in handy. Okay? Alright, so on the left of my tool cart, I keep my shallow impact sockets. Now these I got at Harbor Freight. They go from 10 to 27, but I don't know why they skip 24. Okay, I got those at Harbor Freight. And on the side of that tool cart, I keep my pry bars, and I keep a set of Torx screwdrivers. Alright, on the right side of my tool cart, I keep my deep impact sockets, and I keep a magnet. I also keep a 1/2 inch swivel, just so I can get at an angle if I need to. Alright, now these impact sockets I got from Sears. These are Craftsman impact sockets, and they go from 12 all the way to 27. So on this side of the tool cart, I keep my flathead screwdrivers and my Phillips. And I also keep one of these panel remover clips. Clip panel removers. This is a must-have. You gotta get one. This one has no brand. I don't know where I got it. But anyways, anything that's Craftsman, I've had it for over 8 years. Because I would buy all my tools from Sears. Alright, moving on to the first drawer on the left. This drawer right here is full of pliers. Alright? If you're an entry-level tech, you're gonna need oil filter pliers. That is a must. Okay? You're gonna need needle nose pliers. You're gonna need angled needle nose pliers. You're gonna need these. These are pinch off pliers for when you're changing calipers. This will help you pinch off the hose so that you won't lose any brake fluid. Side cutters. There you go. You're gonna need some side cutters. These are not only good for cutting wire, for cutting anything, but when you have a nail on a tire, these are the best tool you can use to take that nail out of the tire. Remember, okay, if you're an entry-level tech, you're going to be doing oil changes, tires, tire repairs. You're going to be changing out batteries. You're going to be doing brakes. Next drawer on the right, this is a miscellaneous drawer. Okay, I keep anything and everything in here. I keep my brake tools. I keep my battery tools. This big thing right here with the orange handle, I use that to pull batteries out of the car. Okay, you got to have a battery cleaner, a gasket scraper. I have this to clean throttle bodies, EGR ports. Basically anything that needs a long reach to to get in there and scrub it. Now this is a soft brush, okay? This is perfect for throttle bodies, because if you're gonna be doing fuel system cleanings along with that induction cleaner, you're gonna need this brush. This brush is a must. Alright, so you have your brake bleeder wrenches. This right here is gonna help you pull battery terminals out or wiper blades. I have brake tools. Alright, these are for Hondas. These are for the spring clips. These are for spring clips also, but with two different sizes. This one, you probably won't be seeing a lot of this on newer cars. This is also a spring tool, spring removal tool. Alright, you're gonna need a blowgun, and a must, you're gonna need an air chuck. Oil filter removal tools. These are my favorite tools for removing oil filters. Now I have two. You put it on a 3/8 ratchet, or you put a 3/8 ratchet on it. You turn it clockwise to get it on the filter, and then you turn it counterclockwise to get it out. That is one of my favorite tools to take off oil filters. I got two sockets to take off oxygen sensors. I have this socket for oil sending units, and then I have a little box full of caps. Okay, I have a little box full of caps. I like to make sure my customers leave with all their caps. I mean, it's the little things that make a big difference for the customer. It makes a difference. This is a must for any technician out there. Alright, you gotta have a set of good wrenches. Now, I've had this set for years. This is my first ratcheting wrench set, and it's from Snap-on. Okay, you want to make sure you get yourself a good ratcheting wrench set. Now this goes from 10 to 19 without skipping a beat. I have ratchets, 3/8 ratchets. Okay, you're gonna need your ratchets. I got 3/8 ratchet. I got a 12-inch and I got a 7-inch, and then I have a 1/4-inch ratchet. Of course, it's Craftsman, because that's what I was buying at first. And honestly, it's not about the tools you buy. It's not about the brand. If it has lifetime warranty, the fucking brand doesn't matter. Now you gotta make sure you have a bunch of extensions. I don't know why I have so many. I've just been collecting them over the years. I got a set of deep sockets. These are 3/8. Now this set is a 12-point. Okay. I have a set here of shallow sockets. These are 6-point, because you need 6-point and 12-point. You're gonna need them regardless. I have an adapter that goes from 1/2 inch to 3/8. This comes in handy. I have a longer ratchet. This is from Harbor Freight, and I got it because it has a swivel at the end. Whatever. Alright, I got a set of 1/4-inch swivel sockets. Now I like this set because it goes from, this thing goes from 5 all the way to 15. Who uses a 15 on a 1/4-inch? Alright, then I got my Snap-on set. Now of course the ones that I lost from Snap-on, I replaced them with Craftsman, because I'm not gonna buy another Snap-on socket. Alright, but Snap-on's quality, I'll tell you that right now. So I got deep sockets, shallow sockets, and then I got this. These two, alright, now these two are 10 millimeters. You can never have too many 10 millimeter tools. See, I got an extra 10 millimeter socket, and I got an extra 8 millimeter socket, because we always lose those, because those are the ones we use the most. Now, as an entry-level tech, you're gonna be doing a lot of brakes, so I recommend you get your own caliper. This is called a caliper. Yes, it's called a caliper, like the calipers on cars. Get your own. Alright, on the last drawer, my bottom drawer, this is what I call the impact drawer. This is a heavy duty drawer. I keep all my heavy duty tools in here. I keep my hammers, shit that's gonna require an impact. You're gonna need a dead blow hammer to get rotors off a car sometimes, you don't want to hit rotors with anything like this. Okay, you don't want to use a hard surface hammer. You don't want to use a hard hammer on a soft rotor. You're going to dent it, especially if you're going to be resurfacing rotors. Get yourself a 1/4 inch air ratchet. Get yourself a 3/8 air ratchet. This is a snap-on. That small one is an Ingersoll Rand. Get yourself a die grinder. You want your 1/2 inch ratchets. I have 2 of those just in case one goes bad. If you're gonna be doing brakes, you're gonna need a piston depressor. This is for dual pistons, but it works perfect for single pistons. Okay, so if you're gonna buy a tool like that, go for the one that has dual. Get yourself a funnel for transmission fluid with a narrow tip. Okay, you're gonna need that. You're gonna need, of course, an impact wrench and axle sockets. I only have 3 here because those are the ones that I use the most. In my big toolbox, I have a complete set of axle sockets, and I'll show you guys that on another video. This is just a video of the tool cart. Okay, this is just so that you have an idea of what you're gonna need going into a shop as a new tech. Now, if you saw my video on the door lock actuator for the Expedition, I talked about impact tools. This right here is just a driver. I use this mostly for interior work, for when I'm taking screws off, when I'm taking any screw that's not in with a lot of force. Okay, a driver is what you need. Now, if something's in there with a good amount of force, you're gonna need an impact driver. You're gonna need an impact driver. I got this one from Bosch. I think I bought these on Amazon over 7 years ago. I've had these for a while. Now, what I was talking about in that video is about the battery pack. This right here is more compact. This can get you into tighter places than this right here. Okay, here I'm gonna put these side by side so you can see. It's the exact same tool. This one probably has more power, no doubt about it. Just look at the difference in battery packs. So if you're gonna be buying new tools, get something small like that. Unless you're looking for a better tool with more power, I will go with the Milwaukee. But honestly, this battery pack is not ideal for me. I think they have Milwaukee with smaller batteries. Get those if you want. You're gonna need your impact, your drivers, battery powered. Make sure you have battery powered and air powered tools. There's gonna be times when you run out of air in the shop, whether it be that the power went out, the compressor took a shit, or whatever it may be. You're gonna need battery powered tools. Obviously, these are not gonna take off lug nuts, but they sell battery powered tools that come in 1/2 inch drive, and they can take off lug nuts for you. And all this will fit perfectly in a toolbox if you have it organized. Okay, I'll put this over here. There you go. Alright, don't forget sockets and wrenches and all kinds of extensions. And make sure you get ratchets in different sizes. Make sure you have all your miscellaneous tools. And make sure you have a bunch of pliers. This is all basic tools that you're going to need to get the job done as an entry-level tech. Alright, you're going to be doing oil changes, batteries, brakes. You can get a lot done with what I have in this tool cart. Now, I don't know exactly how much I spent, but there you have it, guys. The reason I prefer a tool cart like this with a lid over a roll cart like this Snap-on one that I have here. But the reason that I prefer a roll cart like this, a tool cart like this, is because you always have that customer that's watching you work on his car. And you can do this. There you have it, guys. That is a tour of my tool cart. Hopefully this helps you guys decide what tools to buy. Hopefully it helps you organize your tool cart, and hopefully you guys make more money now. I mean, it's all about being organized, being productive, and being better. So thanks for watching the video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thumbs up.